Well, good morning, folks. Pastor Rocky Branch, Spruce Pine First Baptist Church. Today, 198. Wow, 198. A couple of days from 200. Can you believe that? Well, we've been blessed. We've been challenged. We've been moved to tears and to excitement and then to aggravation. That's just part of the job of what we do. And we've been so blessed. My hair needs to cut, I believe. No comment. Joking, of course. Well, today we're quiet. It's quiet here today because nobody's here but me. And that's a good thing sometimes, folks. I'm just going to tell you, because we've got people running all over the place and this, that, and the other. It's a little bit of a madhouse. But we're going to have a few days like this because we're going to be shutting down this week. Well, next week. The Baptist on Mission are shutting down, so that means we've got nobody to feed, nobody to house. And so we're going to be here, but we're going to be, the staff will be here. I won't necessarily be here, but the staff will be here. I'll be bringing this to you each day, but, it's an amazing thing. I mean, somewhere's down the middle of the line. I mean, everybody needs to sort of step back and assess the situation. And that's very important, because when you don't do that, you miss what you have been doing. And that's very important in Christian life as well, to step back and assess what you're doing. Easter's coming up. Tomorrow's Palm Sunday. And it's an interesting thing that I have all said this before. Jesus rode in on a donkey, and they cried, "Hosanna, Lord, save us now." And in 7 days or less, they cried, "Crucify him." The swaying of the crowd. That's very easily done this day and time. And it's very unfortunate, but it's very real. I mean, it's very real. The world has an enormous power. Back in the olden days, they didn't have any things like we have now, so they had to can their stuff, and they had to have a root cellar and all this sort of stuff. So if things got bad and the government got bad, they just stayed at the house and sung songs on the porch and read the Bible and got in the root cellar and got them something to eat and just waited those things cleared up. But now we're not like that now. We've got so, I want to say blessed, but the word I'm looking for is spoiled, because we have every access to every convenience that there is. I mean, everywhere. It's just amazing to me. But that's progress and prosperity of people. So I understand that part of it. But anyway, as we approach Palm Sunday and we think about what God is doing in our world now, how God is working, how God is moving, we're so encouraged to see some, at least in our place, I don't know about your place, but in our place, we're seeing some attendance increase. COVID killed us, obviously, but in our case, we've seen some folks, some new folks too, by the way, come back. Some came because of the store. They came to a couple of church services and said, whatever, and then didn't come back. But some have hung in there. We had some helpers that came to help in the store, and they started coming just because they were helping in the store. And they saw what was happening. They said, "Man, I want to be a part of this." So they started coming. So that's awesome. And then, of course, we have the people that are saying, there's a time that we need to be looking around and understanding that the world's a bad place. And, the other countries and the nations and all the stuff that's going on with that, a lot going on with all that. So, we need to be looking up. We need to be looking up a long time ago, and some of us have been looking up for a long time, but we really need to be aware. So let's step back and assess what's going on, if we can, this coming week prior to Easter. Let's just think about that a little bit. Let's let that roll around in our minds a little bit. What God is doing, what God wants to do, how God wants to do it, and do His will instead of our will. Well, I've gone way over my time this morning. But anyway, good morning to you. 198 today. We rock on with it. I'll be back in touch. God bless you.